sheep, goats, chickens, birds. Can't beat these surroundings. But things are changing anyway. Oh, golden apples are almost all gone. Just a few left in the tree. Give me a little exercise, huh? He give me a little exercise. Oh, look, my daughter left some shoes, her shoes. She come to the door and left her shoes outside. Take the. Yep. There's some puppies around this neighborhood. They're terrorizing the neighborhood, man. They're terrorizing the neighborhood. Well, we got his Christmas tree light, Christmas lights out, and the dogs are taking it. Wow. What is that? Capstone. Well, I should. You guys know what that is, right? Oh well. Greetings, all. Greetings. Interesting day. Interesting day and interesting times. And I said that interesting times in a kind of light-hearted way because times are always interesting. We're always going through periods of change. Some people see it as turmoil and become fearful, and other people see it as just change, and they embrace it. They work with it and come out, well, how people describe it, as being on top. But some people they create turmoil in the midst of the change, the normal change. There's a natural change in the earth, but some people create turmoil within that bubble we call earth. Yep. All the way to the ocean. You see the ocean from this side of the island, because we are on top of the mountain here. It's not the highest part of the mountain, but We're on top of the mountain. The highest part of the mountain is actually in that direction. The highest part of the mountain is actually in that direction. And that is the ocean over there also. We're like this end of the island, or this side I should say, because we're not at the end of the island. We're not the end of the island, but this side of the island is like narrow. I think it's something like about 10 miles across from here to what you see down there. Sorry about that. Which is like looking towards Bridgetown. Those little white buildings down there. But that's the city. Bridgetown is the city in Barbados. The capital. Anyway, we were talking about the change. And then people adding tumultuous actions. Actions are called turmoil. Actions that cause turmoil. And all of this, all the actions that people take either to make their lives less tumultuous or to be happy or create more uncertainty to create more uncertainty in order to benefit from it. That's the way it is. That's the way it's always been. And regardless of what we hear, that's the way it's going to be. Until, if I should say, until, because even the earth will change. There's speculation that right now that we are inside a black hole, and don't want to go on that subject right now. But just like how the Earth's surface, if you leave the Earth, man doesn't change what you're looking at right now. 100 years, what we're looking at, this road between these two mountains, will almost, the amount of dust and sand and everything that falls on this road will almost reach to the level of the trees that we see growing here. So the earth, the top layer, slowly becomes the interior of the earth. And then volcanoes take the interior and create a top layer. That's how the earth is. It renews itself, rebuilds itself. It doesn't stay stagnant. But anyway, people try to create turmoil in order to do what they call benefit from it. And they create words that make us optimistic, progress. But it's not really progress, it's just change. People have been building houses for many generations. The materials have changed. And I'll show you some of the videos where if you don't live in a house, the earth will take it back. But the turmoil keeps us from growing. We should be at a stage now today where voyages beyond the moon, Mars, and out to Jupiter and all the other planets should be a normal thing. The problem is that when you move out there, if you return to Earth, you're going to have problems with your health. Because some of the planets have a core that affects the kind of tissue that we have, our carbon and water based. But because of our continuous turmoil being created by people who want to hold on to power, and the power is supposed to change. The poor at some point supposed to become the wealthy, and the wealthy supposed to become poor, so that this turmoil won't be created, because people will understand what it is to be poor and wealthy, to have nothing and then be in charge of everything. The creativity will come out. It become more creative. But anyway, there are people who would prefer this turmoil because they think that they're going to hold on to power forever if they do it. And Bush 1 came out and he pretty much told everybody what it is. He called it the New World Order. Tourist bus. He called it the New World Order. And the New World Order, where America is going to have total control over the world for, as long as they want it. Some people call it the plan for a new American century. But while they were making a plan, the Earth had a different plan. And from the time they announced the plan, things started falling apart. And in the time since they announced the plan, America has gone from unprecedented leadership in our time. when I say our time, since the British Empire fell, until the situation where it's in today. But the issue is not what happened to America, is how it's done. You have people who might be 10 people on the planet. I'm just saying now, nobody can quote me and say there are 10 people on the planet who rule the planet. It's like a corporation with a corporate board. And in this case, they make the decision where they want the world to go. But some people are not amenable to what they will do. So they have to create war. The order comes down, you create an animosity between countries and communities, or should I say cultures, because within a country there's culture, and then the communities within that culture, and then their families, and every one of those units are at war with each other today. Everyone. You look at Africa, it's a good place. 54 African states. And 3 of them are finding a way to join together. And the others are finding a way to fight each other. And anybody who tries to change it is looked at by the community as outcasts, that they have to get rid of them. Just look at what happened in Niger the other day, Togo. These fake coups that try to maintain this one family, this one power. That's a representative of Earth itself. Like I explained it, the New World Order that Bush announced, where America is the top, nobody challenged. So here in Africa, you got this one state where this one guy, he wants to rule forever. So he do some shenanigans that keeps him in power. But everything is built on this war to maintain power. And as it slowly increases, we're moving towards a place where if it doesn't end, this power, this need for power, and if it doesn't end, with some kind of negotiation or surrender, we all are gonna go. When I say we all are going to go, not the whole planet and not all men, but a situation where 90% of the planet population of men will disappear, killed off. War, starvation, illness. That's how it ends. I'm going to come back with part 2 and tell you what's happening.